Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back, you all. Welcome back. Welcome back. What is going on, everybody? How many people done jumped in here? Let me give a few more people a chance to jump in. What's up, Scat? What is going on, y'all? So I did see a post earlier that was speaking on my piece as priority, and I'm like, oh, that would be a great, great, great topic to discuss. Yes, indeedy, as the old people be saying. Yes, indeedy, your peace. I'm going to go on camera, y'all. Yes, indeedy, your peace, hunty. Your peace is very important. Y'all, you know how it start getting hot throughout the day. It's one of them moments. So let me take off his jacket. Oh goodness. Your peace is very important. It takes priority over everything. Simply put, your peace takes priority. Lord Jesus, what am I doing? Oh, I'm coming out of a little sweater thing. Your peace is priority, you all. It is definitely priority, and it takes precedence over any and everything that goes on in your life. It takes precedent. It must take this badge off. It must take precedence over everything. Because if not, I'm trying to get together, y'all, so I can get comfortable. Whew. So I can get comfortable and talk to y'all for a good little minute. Who is this on here? Hey, Nabe. Is it Nabe or Nabe? Nabe, newbie. Hey, newbie. Yes, your piece. Whew. Yeah, y'all, let me raise the window down so I can get comfortable. Hey, Liz. Yeah, your piece it definitely does take priority over everything in life, in everything that you do, because child, if you ain't at peace with yourself and happy with yourself, and I mean it's just going to cause a trickle down effect of all kind of other problems in your life. So I wanted to talk about that because I totally agree with that subject matter, to have a discussion on it, because it's important. It's very important that you have peace, and people that don't mean good, y'all, they got to go. They got to go. If they just coming into your life to raise all kind of sane, as they be saying, hey Keita, if they just coming into your life to raise all kind of sane, calming, yes, then they got to go. They got to go. You can't have people around that's just gonna keep up a bunch of HE double L. You cannot have people that's gonna be, let me scoot my seat back so I can get comfortable, y'all. So I can get comfortable. You can't have people in your life that just don't mean good. You don't deserve that. You deserve so much better. You're a new member, Cap. Hey, thank you, Cap. You deserve so much better. And I watched your live earlier, Cap, while I was sitting at my desk. I was sitting there listening to your live. I was like, I love that topic. That was a great topic because, you know, everything that we talk about, we can relate it to real life, you know what I'm saying, and be able to teach people a lesson at the same time. So I love that topic, and it's very important to be able to give back, you know what I'm saying. We put out information and stuff, and that's good to put it out, but to be able to turn it around into a topic where you can have a teachable moment, because a lot of these people out here running around blind as a bat, it's always good to be able to have a teachable moment to give back, so those are just little contributions that we can make out there, planting seeds to people. So I really love that part. Hey, Sandra. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, people that don't mean, good these days, it's time to let them go. Because you're not going to be able to grow as a person. You're not going to be able to get on your path and figure out what it is that you're trying to do when you got these blockages all in the way. These blockages, we oftentimes don't even think about it or see it as a blockage, but honestly, that's what's really going on. Those are blockages that could be hindering your success. Let me put my sweater, because my stomach is sticking out in these pants. Y'all, I cannot get these 5 pounds off from Thanksgiving. I cannot get them off. It's depressing. I can't get them off. So y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta try to get it off. But carrying on, stomach and carrying on. That's where I gain my weight at the most. But yeah, it's just come to a point in life where people have to wake up and realize if somebody doesn't mean you any good, then you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. Ain't no I'm gonna keep on trying and give them a chance. And I mean, anybody, it could be friends, family members, because we all got family members that don't mean us no good, and we think well, I grew up with them and that's my cousin or whatever the case may be. But child, you got to realize that everybody ain't on your level. They may not ever be on your level. That y'all not going the same places. So you got to at some point accept that it's just not worth. It's not worth it. And I've had to do that in my own life. So that's why I'm telling other people that, I can grow up with somebody, and we have our little spats and stuff. That's a part of life. But when you get older and those same individuals is keep on having them same type of spats and everything, that's when you got to look in the mirror and be like, you know what, she's not for me. She's not for me. And when you see people in your life, friends and family members that are not for you, you got to let them go. And I give an example of this. It's somebody that I know, that I grew up with and everything. And I heard some stuff about this individual very recently. And I'm like, see, I'm glad that's the reason. I'm glad that I don't deal with that person anymore, because I could tell they wasn't. Oh, I can see better now, y'all. They could tell. I could tell that they wasn't no good. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm hearing about it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I don't even have nothing to do with them no more. Thank you, Princess. I'm so glad I don't have nothing to do with them no more. Because when you have lifelong friendships, whether it's family or whatever the case may be, it's going to hurt when you let these people go. That's just normal. It's going to hurt. But when you start to pull away and you realize that, I feel a whole lot better. I'm not going to deal with this person anymore, because every time they was around, it was just drama, 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 or it was always some popping off. And then when you realize that and you let these individuals go and life is starting to go smoothly for you, you know that you made the right decision. And I'm hearing now that this person is getting out into all kind of stuff, and uh darn near my age, and I'm like, you this old and you still getting caught up in the BS? Haven't you learned your lesson yet? You know what I'm saying? I know some people are late bloomers and everything, but child, at some point you can't keep on being no late bloomer to the point where you can mess up your life for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to take no charges for nobody. I ain't about to do all of that. And when a person gets that old and they still doing those types of things, that's just crazy. If people try to pull you down, you gotta let them go, because you're gonna be right in that boat with them. Or guess what? You'll wind up going down and they'll keep on moving. So yeah, you got to definitely know when it's time to move on from people, family, friends, whatever the case may be. Especially, I mean, family, you tend to hold on a little bit longer, but friends, you can kind of let that go. But family, especially family, family ain't everybody's family ain't all what it crack up to be. Shit, I got some people in my family that I don't get along with. We ain't cool, and it's been like that for years. And and I'm just like, I can't really be around these type of people. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the same path. I thought we was cool, but then you show me every time that we ain't cool. So I can't mess with you no more. And I'm fine with that. Of course you're gonna feel a little sad at times, but then when you realize and look at it, we're not going the same direction. So I can't go that way with you. Every time I'm around you, you'll seem like you're cool, and then next thing you know, it's some drama. So that tells me how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It tells me how you feel about me. Again, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I realize that ain't no reconciliation. I can't keep on going back and thinking just because we family we gonna mend it. No, it don't even work like it. And you can't keep fooling yourself for that. Like that either. But then, like I said, some of the things that I be hearing about people now that I was cool with at some point in time, I'm like, Chad, I'm so glad that I done moved on with my life. You thinking at that time that you're gonna be missing something from that individual, but really you're not missing anything from them, because again, you saving yourself, you keeping your peace of mind, your happiness. And sometimes, when it comes to having your peace of mind and your happiness, you're gonna be alienated at sometimes, some point in time, meaning that you might feel like you're alone because you used to having those certain individuals around. But when it hey Linda, when it all comes down to it, it's about protecting your peace and your happiness and your sanity, because everybody ain't got your back. It says to grab memberships, but there is not a highlighted link. Uh, I know you had said that before, Liz. I don't understand why I don't show up. I honestly don't, because somebody drop in a thing and show and tell Liz how to do it, because I don't know how, because yeah, like other people did it, but I really don't understand how it's not showing up for you. I can't for the life of me understand that. Hey Betty, what's going on? Yes, a blessed Monday. It's definitely a blessed Monday, y'all. I was tired. I didn't even feel like getting up, and you know how you drag and you like, but I had to remind myself, that I'm grateful still, even though I'm tired, um, and then come on in. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, and then come on in anyway. come on in anyway and everything. But yeah, definitely a blessed, great Monday. Click the money sign, like, oh, like you sent in a super chat. Thank you, Cap. Yeah, because I don't be knowing how to keep up with this thing, y'all. I really don't. But yes, I did see, like I said, that person had posted in their IG stories, and I was like, you know what? This is so true. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with a lot that she says, but on this one, I do agree with her, and kudos to her for doing that. Hey, Chrissy, kudos to her for doing that, because she's starting to see that everything that glitters ain't gold, and everybody that you thought had your back or in your corner, she's starting to see that it's really not like that, and it's not worth the drama. It ain't worth all of that drama to have individuals around just because what? You know what I'm saying? What they did for you, you can do it for yourself. Yeah, you might have to work a little harder, but so what? It's gonna make you happier about it. Happier about it. It's gonna make you prouder of your accomplishments, and it's gonna show you that you can do this for yourself. You don't have to depend on nobody and wait on nobody for help. That's what it's gonna show this person. So I'm glad that she's starting to see that. I did that, but I still don't see it. Crap, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But I'm glad that she's starting to wake up and see that, because just that going back and forth and keeping yourself wrapped up in somebody else's drama, especially when it ain't your drama. That's another thing. When it's not even your drama, why? You know what I'm saying? People don't understand it. Don't include yourself and get caught up in other people's BS, because it's not your battle. You can love and care about a person and everything, but if it ain't your battle, then baby, you ain't got no business fighting it, because you're gonna be hunted. I'm here to tell you, you're gonna be having plenty of battles your own self that you're gonna have to fight. And I ain't got time. Y'all ain't got time. These other people ain't got time. We ain't got time to be fighting nobody else's battles. That's not our battles, okay? So we ain't got time to be fighting somebody else's nonsense while they sitting back laughing and watching all the drama. We ain't got time for all of that. Again, protect your energy. Don't allow somebody to pull you in. I believe, like I said, a lot of the stuff that goes on out here on the internet is that people take on other people's problems. They take on other people's problems because they done told them about it, and they feel like that they can help this person out and make it better. But then you get caught up in it and it falls back on you. It don't fall back on other person. So definitely remove people, block people, all of that if you got to do that. Because some people, they can't handle it. Men, i.e. men, some women, it just depends on what kind of woman it is, because you can get these old petty ones that won't try to start stuff. But if you got to block people and unfollow people or whatever, so they ain't got to be meddling all up in your business and carrying on, you got to do that too. But the most important point of it all is, like I said, protecting yourself and protecting your happiness, and making sure you have what it is that you need in order for you to function, survive, and get along. I'm sitting here trying to see what the time is, y'all. Let me read some more of these comments. That's what's important above all. Okay. Yeah, that's what's most important of all. And until people see that, they're gonna keep on repeating the same lessons over and over. I know I say that, but it's so important for people who maybe not know or understand. You got to get those life lessons, because you don't want to keep repeating those same things. They come for a reason, to teach you something, so you can grow, so you can move on and not have to revisit it again. My own experience, I've had to repeat life lessons till I realized that, hold up, this same situation is coming back to me, but a different form. I had to wise up and be like, okay, I'm not going to keep repeating this, because I don't want to keep going through this. So let me get this lesson and move on. Yes, I'm going to have some more life lessons, but you don't want to get, like I said, in your 40s and 50s and you keep on going through the same thing, because you just obviously haven't gotten it. And or you just like drama, one of the two. And sometimes you just got to cut people off. Sometimes you got to even move away. You have to move away from people that, again, move yourself from the situation. And some people even take it as far as a whole fresh new start. And there's nothing wrong with a fresh new start. I know people who've done, do it all the time. I, work with individuals like that, like I said, with helping them to get on the right path. I don't want to say straight and narrow path, not no such thing, but get on the right path and get their life back together for whatever reason, whatever happened to them in their past that caused them to end up in a situation where, they have to start from scratch. So, my goal is to help them get back on track, become self-sufficient, and, help them to get what it is that they need to get them prepared in that amount of time that I have to work with them. So, some people may have to move out of state and relocate because their surroundings is not good. Everybody grows up a certain way, but when you get to a certain age, it's like I can't keep on making these same mistakes, and I don't know how to change it because I'm in that same environment. You got to remove yourself from that environment to make a change too. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Like I said, family members, friends, even, and I hate to even say this, but it's the truth, but people's parents, all sometimes your parents don't mean good. And I'm not saying that they don't mean good because they are just horrible individuals, but if they haven't learned themselves, how they going to teach you? They gonna sit there and be and going through the same nonsense that you going through. So sometimes you got to remove those types of individuals out of your life as well, and that can be the hardest thing for some individuals to realize that, hey, this is my mom, this is my dad, but they don't mean me any good. So I've got to make that decision for myself. And you want to set an example that's going to be great for your children. A lot of babies being born out here, a whole lot of them, you all. And then you got these mamas that ain't got no guidance. I can give so many examples, you all. I know somebody who, her mom died at an early age and she didn't have that guidance. She said she was raised by her aunt, but her aunt didn't know anything, so she couldn't teach her anything. And that's where you're gonna have to pour from within yourself. You can't rely on anybody else. First and foremost, you shouldn't rely on anybody else but yourself. So you got to learn how to pour from within yourself. So these are the type of people that I service. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that service field. So these are the type of individuals that I service, and I find myself saying the same things. You got to find a way to pour from within yourself to get through it. I'm sorry that your mom passed and everything, and at an early age where you didn't get those life lessons, you didn't get somebody to teach you how to run a household and all of that. Those are things that I help do, teach my clients to do, but you didn't get those things. So you're going to have to learn how to pour from within, and you be that person who creates that legacy. So then when your kids start growing up, you can teach your kids the same thing. Life ain't fair. We've all had bad experiences in life. We've all been through things in life. I'm not far removed to be like, oh, I ain't never had to go through this. I ain't never had to go through that. I'd be telling a damn lie if I did say that. But we've all had issues in our lives, and we have to learn and grow from those things, and be able to pass it along to somebody else. You got to be able to pass it along to somebody else and help them along the way. It's all about helping somebody else and helping them to move up. Don't just go on about your life and then don't turn around and grab somebody else's hand and pull them up along the way. That's what a lot of times we as individuals, not speaking about anybody in particular, but we as individuals, once we quote make it, then we forget about everybody else. We don't look back and realize I haven't helped give back to my brother, my sister, or whatever the case may be. We made it, so we going on, screw everybody else, and I'm not worried about what somebody else is doing. And we cannot, we can't be like it. That's not how this society is going to work. If we don't reach back and pull back and help somebody else, then it's going to keep repeating that same cycle and over and over. And then we wonder why we get people out there in the streets that want to, run up on somebody and take what they got. We wonder why a lot of the incarceration rates increase. Did y'all know that the third grade math test scores are a direct line to the pipeline system of the what do you call it, the prison system? They can look at African American boys scores while they're in the third grade. I don't know if this study's been updated and what it looks like now, but this was several years ago. They can look at their grades and their test scores, and they can tell about the ones that are going to be going to the prison system later on in life. That's horrible. That is a sad thing to hear about. Then I was talking to a friend of mine early this morning, and she was telling me that someone told her that when, like, the projects, how they made bricks inside and on the outside, and they structure those types of environments, those types of places to get the person's psyche in that mindset. So when they go to prison, guess what? They can handle it because guess what? That's how they grew up. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because I never heard of it. It's just so crazy how this system is structured with that whole intent in mind. And this is alleged. I can't confirm nor deny, but we see it every day. People who go in and out of the prison system, guess what? They was raised in the projects. And it's a lot that don't go through that. But a lot of times they were raised in an environment that wasn't, conducive for being able to get get what they need to grow as an individual. So they go on down that pipeline and wasn't doing good in school, and they go down that pipeline and they go out there and make mistakes and wind up in prison. Then they sit there and look around, don't understand how this happened. Where did I go wrong? What didn't I get? But it's systematic. Those are the things that were put in place. Allegedly, I can't confirm nor deny, but it's just the whole point that it's really sad when you think about that. This is what's happening out there. What she say, me? This is what's happening out there, and these kids are just lost, and they don't understand why these things are happening. These are things that I just sit back and look when I read the headlines of this situation that just happened. This person that got unalived and stuff, and when you look back at it, you can see their troubled past that led them up to where they were at. But so I'm saying all this to say that again, on this journey, when you get to the point where you see people don't mean good, you got to cut these people off, because again, it could be the matter of life, and the other part, it can be a matter of that. You don't want to get caught up in somebody else's BS. You don't want to get caught up to the point where you're not growing as a person. You're not moving along like you're supposed to do. You're hindering yourself because you don't get it. You still want to tap into those same buddies, them same friends, same family members, and you see what they're about, but you have to be strong and be able to pull away from that. So regardless of, like I said, how I get on here and troll a little bit, what I'm saying, I will admit that, troll a little bit. I am glad to see that this person is waking up, and sometimes you have to fall down and bump your head for you to wake up. So I am glad to see that this person is waking up and stand away from the drama, because it's not worth it. It is not worth it, y'all. It is not worth it. And all in all, like I said, I just want to see, this person do better, do better, and be better about who she is. She's still got a long way to go, but like I said, I'm an optimist, and I believe that she can get there. But yeah, I didn't want to get on here and hold y'all too long. Like I said, the whole point of the video was making your priority of peace your number one goal, especially when you've been surrounded by drama, you've gotten caught up in drama, and then you look up and see that that person really doesn't care anything about you. Hey, Tommy Tom, that's what's important. Make your peace a priority. And then, last but not least, also pay attention to what's going on around you before you jump in head first. Pay attention to what's going on around you, because I see a lot, and I pay attention to a lot, and I can see a snake. Let me just say that. I can see a snake far away. You know what I'm saying? I can see a snake, and I'll be like, something ain't right about her. But, it's not my place to sit there and bring it out or say something. That's not my place. I'm not going to do that. But then when it comes out, I'll be like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, because I seen it coming, but I lay in the cut and don't say nothing. It's not my place to jump on her. I think so and so. No, that's not my place to do that. And I don't roll like that. But before jumping head on into somebody else's nonsense that's going to bring you a world of drama and hurt and pain, sit back and watch and determine, what this person is saying when they're trying to get you involved in BS. Sit back and pay attention to see, is this something I should even be involved with? This ain't my fight. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But just sit back and watch and see, and that's going to help protect you a lot from unneeded lessons. Unneeded lessons. If you just pay attention a little bit more, you'll realize and be like, okay, I see what you're saying, but I ain't getting into all that. I ain't getting into all that. You can get somebody else to help you with tackling whatever issue you got with old girl, old boy. I ain't getting into all that. It ain't my fight. If it ain't your fight. If it ain't your fight, then don't do it. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't do it when it's not your fight. Only battles you need to be fighting is yours, if you got to. Sometimes you ain't got to fight those if you know how to deal with, situations that come along. So if it ain't none of your fight, ain't none of your problem, I'm sorry. Don't get into it. Don't get into it. You can love a person and pray for them or whatever the case may be, but don't jump in it and ruin yourself in the process and get yourself hurt in the end. Pay attention. Open up those eyes, and look at the situation 100% before you jump in. Now that royalty is out of the picture, you're so funny, Princess. Back and seat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's it. That's that's it. 100% is the one who treats badly. Exactly. It was never royalty. It was nor was it her fault exactly why he treated exactly. That's my whole point, and I think she's starting to see that. I really think she's starting to see that, and I think it's a good thing that she is starting to see that. Because she seems like a loyal person to me. That's what loyal people do. And there's nothing wrong with being loyal, but you've got to be careful with who you're loyal with. You can't be loyal to no fools. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of what that person's saying, again, you got to survey the area and sit back and watch and pay attention as to what's really going on. I always say when the story is presented, look past that. Look past that because it's something else that didn't come out that you don't know about, something else that you didn't know nothing about that happened, and that the person could have possibly been an instigator and not this other person that you thought was the one who's starting shit the whole time. Maybe it was somebody else, but you didn't look past the whole picture. Look past that big picture. I'm sitting in my car looking at the trees and the sky. Look past that. It's something behind that. We don't pay attention to we tend to pay attention to what's in front of us. And I want people to learn to think, look past that, because it's always something past that. And once you look past that and really get the true story, whether or not they say it or not, because you'll be able to pick up on it, then that's when you realize, okay, this ain't making no sense. And I still got your back. I love you. I'm gonna support you, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to get involved. I used to be one of them people when I was younger, y'all. My cousin, she would get into it with different people, and I'm ready to roll with her and this and that and the third. But when you start getting older, you be like, okay, I got a child that I got to take care of. I'm in school. I'm working part-time or whatever the case may be. I ain't got time to get caught up in this, because you know what I'm saying? I want to be there to take care of my child and raise my child. And nobody's going to stop me from doing that but myself. So I'm not going to get in my way. I'm not going to get in my way to where I'm not, going to be able to take care of my child because I'm out here acting a fool for somebody else. I'm not going to mess myself up for nobody. And just your own freedom, your own peace. First of all, first and foremost, you can't give blind loyalty. Exactly. You need to know who you're being loyal to. Definitely. You got to know who you're being loyal to, because again, exactly, what are their intentions? What are their intentions? That's another thing people got to ask themselves. Well, what is this person's her intention or his intention? You got to ask yourself that. What's the whole motive of all of this? What's your intention? What are you trying to gain from this? Is it because you feel really betrayed, or is it because you mad and you angry and you want to get back? Is that, you got to make sure you figure out those the answer to those questions, because people won't tell you those things. You got to figure it out yourself. And if you can't figure it out, or if you don't feel like you're strong enough to be able to handle the situation, remove yourself. I'd rather assume and just remove myself from the picture than, give the benefit of the doubt. I don't do the give the benefit of the doubt. I don't do that. Okay. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt and then you show me who you really are and what you really about. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to sit back and watch and pay attention, and then I'm going to make my decision on it. Ain't no way somebody going to can tell me, not at my grown age and a grown age that I am, ain't nobody going to tell me some story and I'm just going to be sitting there. Okay, I got you. I ride with you. I'm going to start asking some questions. Okay, so why this don't make sense? How can this be like it? You see what I'm saying? No, ain't no way in the world. Here, I was born, but it wasn't last night and it wasn't day 4 yesterday. Okay. So it's very important to, like I said, pay attention to those types of things. Because people play you. I don't care how cool you think they are. If and that's another thing. You can know a person for years on down the line and then really find out, well, damn, I didn't even really know him at all. That happens too. Oh, what's my tissue at? Yeah, I can't find my tissue. You can't find nothing when you need it. Okay. Shit, now I'm dropping my stuff all out of the blood compartment. Ciao. Okay. Okay. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, so you got to be careful with all those types of things. You can know a person for years and years and then look up and realize I didn't know this person at all. I did not know this person at all. But anyway, y'all, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I just want to get on here and talk a little bit. And it's getting hot in this car. I just want to get on here and talk to y'all for a little bit and address some of those things. And like I said, I'm glad that she's starting to realize and see unfortunately the hard way. But I'm glad she's starting to realize and see that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all, and be able to just move on with her life. And you can be there for a person, but don't just throw yourself all out there in the open and be led blindly. Be led blindly and doing stuff that otherwise you would not be doing. So, y'all, with that being said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's getting hot in here. Y'all know if it's my hormone levels. I say this all the time. When you get older, your hormones be off and on and carrying on, and it be hot, y'all. It be hot. Hold on. Okay, I found some tissue. And don't let that, I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is running. It's hot as fire in this car. Um, and don't let, like I said, what somebody else's issue or problem is, don't let that become your issue or your problem, because it's not your battle. It's not your battle. I never seen what you look like. You ain't seen my pictures, Bray. Thank you. Yeah, I'm turning to a hot mess right now because it's hot. I had some pictures up there before, and then like I said, I occasionally get on there and do like a video and show my face or whatever. But half the time I be sitting at home with my scarf on my head. I ain't gonna lie, I sit there with my scarf on my head. I'm like, I ain't about to get on there looking crazy. But yeah, so since I'm out and everything, I'm sometimes I will get on. Like if I get back on later, 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna have my scarf on my head, so I ain't gonna be thinking about getting on no camera looking all crazy. I don't really care, but you want to try to be a little presentable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the moral of the story is, when the drama comes to you, look past what you see, look past that picture of what you're actually seeing, and get the real story, the whole story. Because I promise you, when people come to you with some BS and they claiming somebody done did them wrong and they don't know why this is happening to them, and this person done this, that, and the third to me, trust and believe they done had some kind of role in the nonsense. Okay, they done had some kind of role in the nonsense. I was finna to report this video, though thought was a stranger till I heard. You are crazy, Tommy Tom. You are silly. What you say you was gonna report it because you thought it was somebody else? I need to start getting on her live more often. I really need to then. Because y'all don't even know who the hell I am. But most of y'all do. Most of y'all do. The people who been, rocking with me from day one, they know. Because I post pictures here and there on the regular posts and everything, and then I let the picture expire. So I will post, a picture occasionally here and there. If I think it's a cute picture. If it ain't no cute picture, I'm like, this is whack as hell. I'm not posting this. So yeah, I always look past the picture of what you see, because it's gonna be, I promise you, it's gonna be more to the story, than what somebody tells you. And these could be good people, but people gonna tell you their side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and say that, oh, they're gonna tell you the whole story and this and that. No. People gonna tell you their story according to how they feel. That's just how it goes. They gonna be like, well, this is what happened, and she made me feel like this, or he made me feel like that. But then they're forgetting 10 times out of 10 that they may have left something out, because they only going by their emotional stance on the whole situation. So it's always going to be two sides to the story, and our job is to make sure that we understand the whole totality of what's going on for before we decide how we going to address the situation or not to address the situation. 10 times out of 10, it's best to not get into somebody else's drama, because getting into somebody else's drama, again, it's going to take your peace, your happiness, your joy, and it's going to stunt your growth. And 10 times out of 10, you're going to have to deal with several life lessons, because you didn't even understand that I shouldn't have jumped in this. I shouldn't even said it. I should have kept my damn mouth shut. Okay. So, that's basically the moral of the story. If it ain't got nothing to do with you and it ain't affecting your life, then baby, I can be there for you and support you and love you as a person. But am I gonna jump into it? No, I'm not. I can't do that. Too old to be making these or when I was in, high school in my early 20s. I'm too old for that. So with that being said, you all, I am going to let you all go, and I will holler. Who is this? Hey Denise, what's up? I'm going to get on off of here. I will holler at you all. Thank you for the new member, and Who else? Oh, thank you for the chat, Princess Gun. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Because I was getting when I got on here, I was like, what am I gonna get on here and talk about today? And then when I seen that post, I said that is a really great post. That she put, and I was like, it looks like she might be trying to grow a little bit, which is a good thing. Looks like she's trying to grow, and that's a really great thing. You know what I'm saying? I just, wish nothing more than for people once they wake up and realize the error in their ways that they get on track and that they do better. That's all that we can ask is that you learn from your mistakes and that you do better. Hey, Tazoni, hey, thank you. And that that they can do better, including myself. When I make mistakes, I want to learn from those mistakes. I don't want to learn too hard. I don't want to learn too hard here. And and just learn from those mistakes and just do better as individuals. Again, that's what we're down here for, is to get our life lessons and to be on our soul's path journey, and be able to give back and help somebody else out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But yeah, I'm so wordy. Child, I'll keep repeating the same stuff in a different way over and over. I know that about me. Oh gosh, I'm very wordy. So uh please keep that in mind when you hear me rambling on. You be like, Lord, she done said this about 4, 5 times. My God. But anyway, guys, it's like I want to make sure that the message is given, you know what I'm saying, to somebody who may not understand. Sometimes you have to explain stuff to different people, different ways, or they might have to hear it a couple times for them to get it. So I think that's the reason why I'm like it, because I'm used to doing that on a daily basis anyway. So then I carry that over into other areas when I should cut it off, because some people, they'll get it just like that. But there I go again. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all have a fantastic day today, and I'm gonna sit here a little bit longer before I go back in. And enjoy your day, guys. Talk to you later.